And finally, entertaining. I've been chastised on the entertain thing because people, Kathy Sierra, who's another great communications person, social media person, she said, and people think funny when they think entertaining. It doesn't have to be funny. It's like, it doesn't. It's just that I put a smiley face because it's cute. But it can be any sort of thing that is a little lighter, that is more for fun, that just keeps things, shows maybe another side of yourself, or it can be used as a flavor for something else, and we'll talk about combining things in a minute. But let's just take a look at some examples. Sometimes most of the time, I'm just funny on Twitter. That's how I use Twitter. And I use it a little bit to talk to people. That's how I choose to use it. Not everybody does. But another thing that people use on Twitter and on the main site itself is something like Blip FM. Do people know about Blip.fm? It's like you get to be your own sort of DJ, right? You pick these songs, and then you put them in a list, you write a little something about it, and you share a playlist. And it's not a playlist that you have to have on your computer, it's up in the cloud somewhere. But again, it's like a good way of showing your human side, of showing people what you're like, because you want people to get a sense of who you are. They want to work with you, they want to work with someone that they like, who's going to vibe with them. It will also be nice for you, people who are coming to you, like you, and they have the same sort of similar taste or understanding. So I'm like Ricky Nelson, so I'm like a big cornball and whatever. But I did this and then I cross-tweeted it. You start connected with your Twitter and Facebook, a whole bunch of other social media sites, you just blast it out there. And then sometimes it's just, I don't know if you can read this, this says, sewer corn. And then there's a picture of corn growing out of the sewer. And I know it seems ridiculous, but every once in a while in that same sort of 95% way, just go ahead and be silly. It's so, what's weird is that people are so scared to do stuff like this, to show a little bit of like fun with themselves, that when you do it, in whatever your way is, it doesn't have to be racy or hilarious, it stands out in a good way, I have found. Unless this is like totally not your bag, then don't do it. As I alluded to before, you can mix and match this thing, there's a lot of overlap. In fact, the more things you can do in one pass, the better. This woman, Jennifer Saylor, is from a smaller town than LA, and she's from Asheville, North Carolina, and she posted a little thing on Facebook about a new business, small business, that was moving into a storefront that had been vacated by an old small business, which is kind of good to hear in a crummy economy. You want to hear that this is happening. So it's informing people in her sphere about this, her local sphere, but it's also it's supporting the business. It's also just kind of it's like pointing to everybody to see that this sort of stuff is happening. This is me. I did a video at the beginning of the year, and I sang in my shower cap, and it's full of swear words. So if you don't like swear words, do not go to this video. Yes, I am very silly, and I enjoy entertaining people. It's fun for me, and I don't mind making a fool of myself to do it. But the thing, it really was a motivational song. Anyone remember the back at the beginning of this year? Things were a little grim. I mean, it's not like everything's like whoop-de-doo, happy times are here again, but it was really bad at the beginning of the year. It was rough. And I thought, we just need some kind of like a motivational song. So I wrote a motivational song, played it poorly on my guitar, but with vigor and earnestness, and I posted it, and a lot of people, they tell me enjoy it. In fact, some people tell me they actually sing it while they're doing difficult things, which is very nice, gratifying. This is Diana again. She does little videos. They don't have to be fancy. Just be you talking to the camera as long as you have a good idea. Claudia's got very fancy ones. But this is just Diana talking to this camera about some things, some tips and techniques you can use to keep yourself on track.